all over the place and now finds himself in the combat zone. Will imagine he feels comfortable here.
Will it translate into success here in the combat zone? We will find out.
Here we are underway with our opening contest here at Blacklight. These two trying to feel each other out here, looking for those openings.
This doesn't look like a wrestling match. This looks like an MMA fight.
They're trying to get into the clinch there. Standing switch. Now trying to pick the leg. Great counter there. Georgio, but Georgio over the back. Kind of a judo throw.
He's going for a submission hold.
Trying to capture that arm.
Hey, look, James, you do not want to be put in a submission hold by James Gray. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's legit right there.
James Gray covering up. Another judo throw. Oh, looking for the gray matter early, trying to end it right away.
Oh, my God. James Gray, what aggression.
Georgio in the ropes there, out of bounds. Heading back into a scissors chop right to the throat.
Scott, we've been seeing this evolution of James Gray ever since he kind of moved away from Jermaine and Mob Hill. He's been trying to reinvent himself. He might have to try a little extra hard today against Georgio, who has him up against the ropes right now.
I mean, Georgio, quite the competitor here, outweighs James Gray by a bit. They would actually be in different weight classes if this was standard kickboxing, but of course, no weight limits here in the combat zone.
Great call, Scott, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, this is not a matchup you would see outside of the combat zone. But that's why we watch the combat zone.
So Georgio putting all of his body weight behind that one. Sends James Gray into the corner. Snapmare takeover. The specialist, a little spinal tap for you. You feel those tingles all the way to your fingertips when you get kicked in the spine like that.
Georgio, a devastating striker, but so is James Gray.
James Gray going that boxing background, but gets the leg sweeped out. Catches the kick right to the sternum. Georgio dropping that elbow. Now going to the cover, hooks the leg. Gray out at 2. The specialist, Georgio Lawrence, in control right now.
Arguing with the ref, he felt that was a 3.
Fighting has been Georgio's life. He grew up in MMA, now finds himself at the end of that jawbreaker. He's only been in wrestling for about 4 years now, but he's been fighting his entire life. James Gray slips behind. Great counter to the hip toss into that stunner by James Gray. Spinning back kick.
Going for the cover.
Georgio out at 2.
I mean, look, you say that Georgio's been fighting all of his life. So has James Gray.
I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from James Gray. These two are both fighters and really putting on a show here in our opening contest.
Amazing action to start off CZW Blacklight tonight. I'm excited for the show. We got a lot of great stuff coming up. Post-game's going to be coming out here.
Now half and half into the suplex there. And now just trying to rain down shots here.
Not something that would be unfamiliar in an MMA ring right now, happening in a CZW ring.
Change directions here. Look at the educated feet of the specialist into the bulldog.
Great mix of styles as both of these competitors going for the cover.
Hits that leg. Gray out at 2.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that they've both done well to adapt to wrestling, to take their MMA background and temper it with solid mat work, ring awareness.
Yeah, the rules are a little bit different here in the world of professional wrestling, but both competitors adapting to this new style here as they're just throwing bombs back and forth here.
Oh, it's breaking down.
Shots right to the temple of James Gray, but James firing back.
That was a stiff right.
Gray matter! Hits into the center of the ring, just now raining down the shots here.
Does he know he's in a wrestling ring? Go for the pin, James.
I mean, he's not defending himself. That's it. That's it. It's going for the bell.
God.